Podcast 227, right on time as per usual. Man, we're punctual people.
We're great.
Uh,
How's it going?
But yeah, Blue Jays, Dexter, going to the World Series.
Wild. As I've said a few times, we're playing with house money at this point. I mean, we were supposed to be dead last in the AL. We were supposed to be dead last in the AL, and now we're in the World Series with really adding not a lot of pieces. We added Scherzer, we added Santander. Both of them were injured half the season. And then at the trade deadline, we got Bieber. Which was big. Oh, we added Jimenez.
And then Yasavage comes out of nowhere.
Oh my God, what a season! A ball, crazy. High A, double A, triple A, major leagues, the ALDS, ALCS, like it's.
Okay, so what do you think the biggest thing was for us to be better?
Our batting coach, without question.
Yes, 100%. Popke has been unreal.
100%. When Bo Bichette and Guerrero jump up their batting averages, and then the rest of the team follows that, it changed the whole outlook of the team, right?
Absolutely, like that. You know what? We saw the Mariners might have the best pitching staff in the AL, truthfully, and it didn't stress me out. It didn't worry me because like they're so good at fouling off pitches and having long at bats. They get to pitchers, and I mean the Dodgers are going to be formidable, and the Dodgers are going to be they're a juggernaut. Like if we lose to the Dodgers,
four aces.
Exactly. Like it's a very successful season. Although I think we can get to their pitching. I think we can. Like we're just built to do that. We're built to wear down pitchers.
Well, the thing is, the Dodgers bullpen hasn't been tested, right? So their pitchers haven't thrown anything in the bullpen for how long now?
Yeah.
And if you can crack a couple of the aces and you can get into that bullpen, you never know.
Yep. You're exactly right. And their bullpen has notoriously not been great throughout the regular season. Now they have Sasaki closing, which is great. But I mean, their bullpen hasn't been great throughout the season. So if we can get to the bullpen, we have opportunities.
I think they had to hit them by the fifth or sixth inning, right? And then they have a chance.
Yeah, have two or three innings to try to.
Yeah, I mean, and I know the Dodgers lineup it's pretty big. You have Betts, you have Ohtani, you have Freeman, you have Teoscar.
Kiki.
But I mean, like you have on the other side, you had Rodriguez, you had Raleigh, you had Rosarena, you had Naylor. I actually think if you look at it, I think that their batting is. I mean, Ohtani obviously with the Dodgers, I think it's pretty even across. I think
ours is more well balanced. Like yes. I would compare the Mariners and the Dodgers offense to the same, but we just got more depth farther down. Like you have Clement hitting and Jimenez hitting and IKF bunting and hitting good. Like we have more opportunity in 7, 8, 9 than I think the Dodgers do. It's just getting past the guys that are the bombers, right? Like Freeman and Ohtani, like. If you can quiet them down, but
and you're right. I mean that was the weakness with the Mariners. Their bottom three were weak. They were weak. Yeah. That was our opportunity to end any threat. So, yeah.
I'm just happy Hoffman actually performed.
You know what? He's actually looked really good in the playoffs. And like in those moments where like we needed pitches, like he's locating them well. He looks confident. Yeah, he looks good. He looks good.
Yeah.
Tim, don't say anything. Carrie, what do you think my jersey is right now? What jersey do you think I'm wearing at the moment?
Is this a new one or an old one?
It's an old one. It's a throwback to 2015.
Who are you wearing? I was gonna say Lowry, but that's before that, isn't it?
No. I love this jersey.
I get Dexter best jerseys. Yeah.
Really?
This one I got myself.
Okay. He won't guess the Dex.
The girl master.
Jason Greeley, yeah. I just loved the way he would come off the mound and just like fist pump 17 times before he got to the bench. It was awesome. Yeah. We could use a Grilly right now, that's for sure.
Imagine if we still had Lowry, even if he was just a base coach right now. He'd be roided up, catching Red Bulls.
No.
Oh man,
no, I'm good. I'm good.
You loved Laurie when he.
I did. I thought he'd be the next big thing, and then literally he went and got traded for Donaldson, and he turned out like he was out of the league in 2 years, which is crazy because he was still like mid to late 20s. Like he could have been really good, but yeah, he just faded away. But yeah, no, the Blue Jays, I think we're going to be fine. Obviously, the first 2 games are the big ones. We'll see how it goes. I'm not too worried about your Savage. Like I said, like I think it'd be fine. I just
who do you think gets the 4th start for the Blue Jays?
Bieber. No, Bieber.
You don't think he'll get
Scherzer? I think Scherzer will pitch.
I think Scherzer earned it, and Scherzer's just a animal in playoffs. And like when he went out there, he was good. So like, you know what? And the nice thing is we've got Bassett and Lauer both for long relief. So like, if Scherzer goes out and Scherzer isn't good the first 2, all right, throw in Bassett and let him run for 4 innings or 3 innings.
Do we think Little gets left off the roster just so we don't mess with that?
No, I think Little's in there. I don't think honestly. Like, he drives me crazy because everybody says his lift weight's great, but he doesn't hit the strike zone. He's chasing.
Yeah, he's got good stuff, but just no accuracy.
I don't think you can keep him in because if he goes in again and he blows up another game, like we ended that guy's career.
But I mean, like you're gonna have one. You're gonna have Lauer, and you're gonna have Fluharty, and then that's it. You got to have a third one in there. In the bullpen, and it's not going to be Bruley. I just think it'd be a low leverage area. It's going to be for 3
and we're getting blown out 15-4.
Yeah, and who knows? I mean, they manage their players a little bit differently than I would, but that's why we are not hired to be where we are, right? That's why they get hired to why they. But I think Bichette's going to be on, and I think Laprofito will be out.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm going to guess, or Schneider.
I can't see it. I can't see Lopper. No, because Schneider hit the right side.
Don't they have lefty pitching, though?
They have Schnell, and then they have...
Davis will get a start against one of them, right?
Yeah. So I think you're going to have a lefty in there. You got 2 lefties. You would have 3 lefties then as an outfielder with Varsho and that. So, yeah, you have to have a righty. So, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, I can't see Luperfido. He just got in because Santander was taken out, right? And if Bichette's in, I think he's the odd man out. Unfortunately, I think he deserves time, but he's just doesn't have the playoff time in, obviously, and Bichette is going to be a better option for sure. Be interesting. I can't wait for Friday.
Oh, it's going to be unreal. It's going to be unreal.
Well, I guess this is a bowling podcast.
We could talk Jays the entire time, but
obviously, Autumn Open happened.
Yes.
If people didn't see what went on, I showed up Thursday to set up cameras and get everything started, and Mark Miller comes over and he's like biggest grin on his face, like new bases. Back to the old bands. Man, Paradise is going to be scoring so well, and I've never seen a field defeated so bad in my life.
It was a challenge. It just didn't have a lot of getaway. Pocket was mostly good for the most part. You were still going to get burned every once in a while, but Pocket was still good for the most part. But there was no getaway. Thin was going to be a blow through. Thick was going to be a corner on the other side.
Yeah.
I take very little merit in that from you because you came runner up. So I mean, you don't know what it really is.
I qualified 47th.
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank Mark Miller, Greg, Maria, and the Autumn Open staff and Paradise for doing a great job. But what I will say,
it's still the Autumn Open. Doesn't matter what the pinfall is. It was still the Autumn Open.
It was tough. Awesome. I will say, like I said, I've been.
That's
I don't know
evil.
how. It's been my 20th year I was playing the Autumn, right? And I said on my Facebook status, it was probably the best 1900 I ever shot in my life. Normally I'd be embarrassed by 3 shifting and not even being close to the cut, missing by 100. But I actually went home and I was actually pleasantly okay with it because I actually thought, you know what, Tim, you actually didn't bowl that bad. I might have went over to Mark and said, I think this is the Hopedale of the WCBT. And I said that in a loving way with a smile on my face, even though I hated myself at that moment. It was tough, but you know what? Honestly, usually with these tough scores and everything, the best players of the weekend come out, right? So, obviously, I'm not doing what somebody else is doing to score better, so I had to be better on that. So, mental note when we go back there in March that we figure it out because obviously there's people that scored. So.
I thought after the Friday shifts, like I played well enough. I knew I was going to make the cut. I was sitting back there looking at the scores, and I was like, I know we will not see a 2400, but I was like, I don't think we'll see a 2300. And Ryland proved me wrong, 2301. Like, good on him. But like, you're right, Dexter. You had to live in the pocket. You had to make sure your corner spares, and you couldn't get heavy. You got heavy. It was chop city splits. It was hard. Like, which is
There was a 5-game stretch in my first shift that I had 5-game stretch. I had 25 chops, and I was like, man, I'm trying to put the fingers on it. I'm trying to do everything. Even Dwayne's like, try a rubber ball. I hit it right where I wanted to, and it was the same chop. And he started laughing.
So, I had this conversation with Will Thompson during the 16s, and he was like, man, I can tell I'm getting tired, so like I'm getting chopped, so that must be me not throwing, like me not getting the fingers on the ball, so I'm really working hard at finishing the shot and getting lots on it. I honestly think it's the opposite. I honestly think that was a center where you didn't want to over rotate, because that's when you start chipping. Hi, Carrie, it's a pleasure seeing you. That's when you start seeing chipping things out and getting.
I think I don't disagree with you at all, because the more I revved it, the worse I got.
Yeah, I think you wanted to have natural rotation, but I think if you got it rolling on the side, it became just chipping things out.
Yeah.
So
I tell you what, I played Thursday at Sherwood Park, and I was like, felt good, and then on Sunday, I played like shit. I played well, but I played like wasn't really great on the middle, and I shoot almost 1,000 for 3. So, it kind of brought my confidence a little bit back. So, but it was again, like there was some really great shooting on there. I know Carrie popped up the feed there a little bit, but cut was 2151, and there was some really great 2051. Yeah, sorry. And but Dina made it, which is great. And I don't think she's ever made a cut before. That was awesome. Curtis Klempler from Regina. I think it's his first cut. Melissa Manners played really well again.
Yeah.
Trevor DeForest. I mean, poor Trevor. But I mean, there were some. I think Jordan Lowen was there. There's some really good young players that haven't made the cut before made it, right? KJ.
Yeah.
But like, so Curtis Klempner, that KJ, they all threw like 5-6 baggers to finish to make that cut. It was crazy watching that last game, and like you can see all the people from like 49 to 60. There's a lot of names in there that had to play again or were really close and just missed. Like even at a 48 cut going into the Friday, like you had no idea where the cut line was going to be. I swore up and down that I was like, I think 2040 is probably safe, but you never know. And then it was up and down all the last couple of games of that last shift, like crazy. Like, and I feel for Tracy and Mark who played that last shift, and they were both sitting in going into that last game, and they both struggled right at the end, and they both fell out. Like, it was weird seeing that dynamic and how it all played out.
It was also like it was a weird thing because I think I said Friday afternoon. I think everybody was loud and getting into it, and then Saturday afternoon there was nothing. It was quiet. It was quiet. It was quiet. Like usually that is the shift you want to watch and hear and be there for, and it was quiet. Like everybody already knew where they were pretty much. Like it was definitely different when it came to that, but. Again, there were some really good scores coming in there, and it was great seeing some new faces that to make the cut.
Yeah, it's a tough cut. Autumn Open's always tough, even with the expanded 48. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. And then everybody for the next shift, the top 16 cut, everybody's always asking what the cut line's gonna be. It's going to be so close to what the 48 cut was.
Always.
It always falls at the same number. Like, just shoot for that number.
It went from 40 to 48. It still stayed close to that.
Yeah, and sure enough, it was lower. It was 2029. Like, Derek Gorn being the number.
Like, and he didn't think he made it.
Yeah,
he thought he punched on his 11th ball or something.
Yeah, he thought he was out. He was shocked when he.
But I mean, he's the epitome of positivity, right? So I mean, I get it. So I mean, like, but you have like Kerry, you were a dog, and you came all the way back, right? And you had only 20 points back. Going the last game, Kerry, you were close. I mean, Wes was a little bit far out there. Nobody really pay attention to that, unfortunately, because he was so far out. He got hot. KJ had a decent last game, had a chance. Brad got tapped a few times. Gary opened. Brett opened the last couple, right? I mean, it could have been anyone, really.
It's crazy to look at that and look at the 8th game of the semifinals and see only a single 300.
Yeah. I mean, you can go down to 27 and say 215 for Michaela, right? Even if she shoots like a 270, she gets in.
Yeah.
Right. So these are all ones that it was within 100, right? You know?
Yeah. Like that, those first 3 games, like I shot like 570 for my first 3. I'm like, I had no idea what I was doing. And I think what you guys were saying about the qualifying shifts, the over rotation, I think I was trying to throw the ball too hard with too much spin, and it ate me up. And then all of a sudden, game 4, you're like, okay, well, just there's nothing to lose. Go throw some games for high game pots and stuff. And then all of a sudden, put together a good 4 games, and you're like, oh, okay, I have a shot again. Like, just open 9 and chop 10, and then all of a sudden you miss by less than 20.
Yeah.
That's how fast it happens, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I have to say I got paired up with Zach Nielsen again on the first shift, and he played like absolutely dog shit. I did tell him.
You have to say this, eh?
I did. I did text him at 9:15. I didn't mention that. I will tell you that I will not be on a shift with him at TPC. I can tell you that for sure. I can make that happen.
Jesus.
Wow. Oh, man.
Yeah, he's poo-poo for sure.
Defending champion, Evan Lecoussier, solidly in the cut to that 2070. Runner-up, Jeremy, 2082. Obviously, Dexter, yourself.
Man, Jeremy's playing so good.
Yeah. There's so... And, like, of those top 16, I didn't see anybody in there that I didn't expect to be in the top 16. Like, obviously, you could say that about 20 other people as well. But when I seen the 16, I was like, okay, yeah, they're all shooters. They all earn their spot. That there's no weird ones in there. And it's nice to see Jordan Lowen get in, right?
Jordan can play.
He's so
100%.
good. And he was just so calm through it, and so calm through the 16s, and like it's cool seeing.
I almost wish and I don't know if I'm going off base on here, but like I don't know Jordan a whole lot, right? And I know it was great. It was awesome to see Kieran follow Jordan and scorekeep for him. I thought that was a really cool moment.
It was.
Little things you watch, right? But I thought maybe somebody that would know Jordan would maybe like support him a little bit more. And I mean, maybe just because
his family was following him, right?
No, I mean, like not saying one of us, but one of the players that know him, right? And it's simply because, like, I mean, Bailey asked me, for example, he's like, "What do I expect in the 16s?" And I was like, "Okay, it's all about conserving energy. It's doing this and doing this because we've been there before. All three of us have been fortunate enough to take home the championship. But we know we've been in there enough. We know what to expect." I don't think Jordan played pretty good considering, but I don't think it's a 4-hour, 5-hour event. It's a long shift. And I wish somebody went up to him and said, "Hey Jordan, this is what you should expect," right? Maybe it's a brand new bowler in the 16s. You try to help those people out, right?
Trial by fire, Tim. Trial by fire.
Well, I know I learned and real fast.
Right? I did have I had a quick little chat with him after our match. I think it was pretty early on, but all I told him was like it's awesome to see him how calm and collected he is with it, and it's all about just making it, and it's so cliche, but it's all about making every shot matter. Because how often does it come down to the line, and all of a sudden like a singular spot is decided by 20 points? I mean, that's so easy to make up in 15 games, right? So just stay calm and just don't worry about anything else. Just do what you can in the moment and move on. But he was excellent. It was awesome to see.
Yeah, unfortunately he finished 11th. He only won 5 matches out of 15. So it's tough. Like, as much as the Autumn Open is, like, you got to strike, you got to run deep, you got to average probably 270 if you want a sniff at winning it. You still need to win those individual matches, because you can shoot a dog game of a 220, but if you beat that 210 guy, all of a sudden, like, now you don't feel too bad about that game, even though we all know those 220s will come out of nowhere, even the buck 90s. But if you can find that sneaky win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, and I honestly thought a little bit when we were watching, like I was going back and forth with a lot of people. Sin was following Evan doing his scorekeeping, but like the Bailey match, the Bailey being, Trevor Tom with a 195, right? And those are the matches where it's like, you know what, that's a dog of a game, but that extra 50 points gives me something reasonable.
I mean, Bailey shot 201 at me, and I had my 186. And if I shoot 30 more points, I win the tournament.
Yep.
Right? Like,
simple as that, right?
It really is. So. Yeah,
it's crazy because, like, obviously people probably followed the Autumn Open with Dexter. You did finish second. You had 2 losses right at the end there that weren't great games, like the 240 and the 248, right?
Yep.
If you squeak one of those out, or you, like you said, against the Bailey match, you would have had how many in a row you would have won there? You already had 6 in a row. That would have been your 7th, and then on to 11 in a row, right?
Yeah.
That's insane bowling.
And I mean, like, Derek beat you 330 and 285. If you beat Derek, all of a sudden that's a difference.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's such a. I mean, going the last game, I know I had it on my phone. I had Dexter, but he was above this, and then Trevor was this, and then Tyler was involved. Or Derek was involved. There was 4, right? And there's been a lot of times where that event's been already won already in the last game, but there's been a lot of times where there's 2 people. Having 4 is pretty cool, right? And I know Dexter had to play Tyler, and so there was that. And then the one thing I have to shout out, it's the one thing I liked, and it's changed a lot over the years, is the respect on the 16s. Even though you could be, absolutely crap, right? And you're near the bottom, I do respect somebody like Will and Parker giving it their all at the end. They knew what their part was in the role, and they knew that, even though they could just throw away that game and let Trevor or Derek get that 50 points, and they tried, because they knew out of integrity of the sport that you have to do that. And Will said at the end, he's like, I would have been really hurt for Derek if I lost, right? But at the end of the day, if I beat him and he lost, but I was like, but Derek said to him right back, he's like, I would have done the same thing to you, right? And I give huge kudos to everybody out there for doing that.
You kind of look at even Trevor Cook there. He had the 2 losses at the end, just like you, Dex, but you had the 2-2-6 and the 2-12, right? He does anything at the end there too. All of a sudden, that's completely different.
Yep.
Obviously, one of those was against Derek Orn, and Derek obviously winning 5 straight at the end, and then shooting 4 300s out of 6 games. Like,
he just hit a heater that was like unbelievable at the end.
Oh, he played awesome.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, and how much did he beat you by, Dex?
Just under 90, 89 or something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Yeah.
It's just the guy that averaged the highest and won the most matches obviously wins every time, right? But to see the way he finished, and even him not really knowing till the 10th frame that he locked it up, that was kind of neat to see and catch it on stream. And I hope, even though the pinfall seemed tough and the numbers probably weren't what Mark and Maria were hoping for, even though it was still well over 200 entries.
Yeah.
The amount of talent and the amount of grind that all these players had to compete in this event, it just shows why the Autumn Open is the Autumn Open. Yeah, it sucks. A lot of people don't like the pinfall and they struggle with it, and it is very defeating, but it is the Autumn Open.
Yeah,
it's going to beat you up. That's the type of tournament it is.
Yeah, and I always say it. There's 2 different styles of play. There's 2 different styles of tournaments. There's the Strike Fest, right? You go to Bonnie-Doon, you go to Golden Mile, you go to places like that. You go to Dakota, you go to those places. It's a Strike Fest. You're facing all these people, and you need to throw strikes. Yeah. Or you go to a place where you're gonna have to grind it out. There's 2 styles, and like, okay, so you leave a corner, you pick it. You leave a chop, you try to spare it. Like, it is what it is. You could grind your way to 250s, and you didn't need to be much over 250 to make that cut, right? Unfortunately, it means you got to limit head pins when you get into that scenario, because that's going to really derail you. But just try to get it to the side and do what you can.
Yeah. And it showed. Like, I kind of look at ROC's numbers there. He lost the last 7 straight games, but
like,
he looked like a hole, man. He looked like he was done. Like,
yeah.
Bailey may have set the record for the most games in a weekend.
Oh, really?
He played every shift. He played doubles. He played the semis and the 16s. So he said it was like 65 plus games or something.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a grinder, man. Bailey, when Bailey's throwing, he's good. But
he is.
He fights it all the way through. That's amazing to see.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Crazy. So obviously Derek Orn taking home the title, his second WCBT title, but not a WCBT member this year because he has plans
prior commitments.
So unfortunately,
important one.
Yeah, pretty important one. So he couldn't be a member this year, but then Dexter finished in second, Trevor Cook in third, and Ty in fourth. Great top 4. And Greg DeGrazia fifth. I guess we can all the way to fifth, but
Trevor's been playing so good.
Yeah,
it's been awesome.
All those names make sense.
It was interesting looking at the stats for like the top 6 or 7. It was all straight, basically in order of average.
Yeah,
which was interesting because sometimes it does come down to match play, but in those moments, not this one as much for the top 5.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It was good though. It was like I said, I think it's my favorite event.
I
love that event. Yeah, I love that event.
And Paradise always just feels like home. Like Tim, you and I, and Carrie too. Like we've all had such great experiences in Paradise. I mean, Paradise is where Tim and I won 2001 YBC Nationals for juniors, right? So it hasn't really changed. It's been the same like from the beginning. It's just a very comfortable place to be. I love it.
I like the manager back then better than the one we have now, but
I always think about it. There's a wherever they hold one of the USBC tournaments, they have above the doorway, like this is where champions walk through or whatever. Like it's always been at the same venue. It's maybe not the most high tech venue or whatever, but the bowlers going there know this is what the tournament is. It's the longest running tournament. I know what I'm getting myself into. And to me, that's kind of what the Autumn Open has turned into. Paradise Lanes is a small bowling center, not a lot of room for spectating. You know what you're getting. You know it's going to be a grind, and it's a long tournament. But you know it. You know going into there, some of the best players have won the Autumn Open. Some of the best players have never won the Autumn Open. It's just that tournament, and that's I love the legacy of it. And even though it's switched houses over its tenure, I think it's just got to have a place in 5-pin bowling in Canada for as long as the game lasts, right? I truly believe that.
Yeah, 100%.
And people that haven't played the Autumn Open need to experience it. You may not come back. I do get it. But you need to experience it.
Okay, I know we're giving them such a hard time about it. One is because it's Mark, and two, you know, I have to say that it wasn't for a lack of trying. No, and they like the place is clean. That they try their best. Maintenance is always good. It's just unfortunate that it just didn't score.
I think we give it a hard time just because we know how well other houses play, right? Due to black bases, due to whatever 17 inches, due to a bunch of other factors where Paradise has remained. We are playing 18-inch centers, white bases. It's just an older school house, and guys still average 270, 250, 260 for 20 games, 21 games. Like it's still playable. It's just not easy. You just can't get away with stuff, which we got used to. Let's say at Regina Classic at the Golden Mile. I can tell you I've made shifts there where I knew I was not throwing A ball, B ball, or C ball. It was garbage, and I got away with it, and I scored.
Yep.
You can't do that at the Autumn Open, which I truly love about it.
No, I agree. And I always say that there's always a shot that works. There's always a shot that works, but we're not used to white bases and those things anymore. So people need to find adjustments. And like that's really what this game is about. Like, and that's what I miss moving from wood to synthetic and all of these things, is that there was a giant bag of adjustments that you'd have to dip into to try to figure out what was going to work in that center. And like, yes, you still have to do that, but not to the same extent that it used to be. And I think that this was, it's just a place where you have to dig into a bag of adjustments that people just aren't used to, you know?
Mm-hmm. And you, like Tim, you said it. The manager is the prime example. That guy has as many tricks in his bag as anybody else. So it makes sense that the house plays to that, right? Like he can adjust with the best of them, and it's only in one weekend, right? So you may find it, you may not. It doesn't mean that you can't play. It just means that you didn't have it that weekend.
Yeah.
And only
like, what was crazy, I don't think you guys remembered, but the year that you guys probably will. Alan beat Kelsey in the 16th.
Yeah.
That was a grind. I don't think anybody was over 250 that year in the finals. I remember the top 40, the 16 cut. I was in 2001, and Damon McDonald was 1998 or 1996. So there was tougher years, and that was before the synthetic lanes went in. And I remember that, right? And it was just the way it was, right?
The cut only went down 25 pins this year.
Yeah.
And we had less players. We had 40 less players.
I think it was just a surprise to Mark because he put the new white bases on. They went back to the old bands. He figured it would go up, and it going down. It could be due to the numbers, or it could just be due to a number of factors. I don't think the house scored extremely hard. You didn't get away with anything, and there's nothing wrong with that either, right?
No, I completely agree with you.
I find every time we recap a tournament, we always seem to give it a hard time, and it's nothing to do with the house or how they maintain it or anything like that. It's just because we didn't win, we got to give it a hard time.
Yeah,
I can tell you this year, Oshawa was so good. Best nubs ever.
Yeah. Last year, there's something wrong with TPC last year for sure. I can tell you that.
No, it was perfect, guys. The pinfall's never been better.
Yeah.
Speaking of, that's our autumn open recap. Let's get into a little TPC talk. We don't know with the Blue Jays in playoffs if we're going to come back the Wednesday before TPC if something happens. So we're going to give you a little preview of the TPC for this season. Obviously, Tim Dexter, your home center, your center you guys run, Sherwood Bowl. How are things looking?
Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah. They're doing good. I got a couple more entries coming in. Actually, just looked at the email for today. We're probably sitting at 152 unique bowlers, which was crazy because I talked to Kerry last week or maybe the week before, and we're 131 at that point. So we gained 21 and these are all out of towners. So these are like, Sly and Alex and Chantel and a couple other ones. So it was unexpected ones because usually they're the first ones to put their names in just because of the travel. So I'm very happy to have like that. If you do 1.6, you're looking at about 235, 240. Obviously, people are going to drop. That's always usually what it is. But I still think you're going to be able to 230 entries, which is fantastic still. As everybody's kind of plateauing out on that. We got some more sponsorship this year. We want to obviously thank Sean Schwartz and Home Building for hopping in and being our title sponsor once again. He will be handing out the trophy, and we talked about it. He's not going to wear sweats this year, he said. He's going to make sure he has the right stuff. but that was on him. I said, I don't know. You look good either way to me. But anyway, so Sean's going to be there. And then Henry went out and got some more sponsors. So we have more sponsors this year, a little bit more prize money in the pool, which we're excited about. The doubles is filled. We do have a wait list. So if anybody, if anybody is wanting to play with Tyler McLean, please reach out to us. Tyler's looking for a partner. Otherwise, we have a wait list.
He's a good shooter too, and really easy to get along with.
100%. It'd be a lot of fun. And then I guess we can talk about a little bit elephant in the room, the $1,000 invitational. Or the ladies one, we obviously merged them all together. We came up with a different format. I won't say how I was telling our staff today on how I used to get all the sponsorships, help out with that. But basically, I had to plead. I guess that's the easiest way to say it, PG-13. I had to plead people and beg people to help sponsor, whether it's 25% here or 50% there. It was just a lot of work, so we thought this new format would be a little bit easier where we could run 12 or 13 or didn't have to have the full 16 in order to do it. Obviously, economy is a little bit different. $1,000 is a lot for somebody to pop in on, and two, maybe the format change. Obviously, decline some people from not playing simply because you're not automatically, I guess, in a coin flip sometimes in a match, right? You're not betting on somebody on a match. You're betting on somebody's skill throughout the duration of the event. So we don't have the numbers right now for that. Right now we have 3 or 4 people that are interested in putting their name forward on it. So if that's the case, we put it out to Monday, and then on Monday we'll make our decision. Something that we're looking at on Monday would be if we don't have the $1,000 invitationals, we would move the Thursday 11 o'clock shift to about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. 1, more people for travel if they want to, and 2, our locals might have a chance to play, right? That would open up our afternoons where we can just have a regular league play and whatnot and get set up for you guys a little bit easier. And then you guys will be done by 10 o'clock anyways. And then, yeah, you're ready back in the normal way of doing things. So if you are interested, please speak forward on the invitational aspect. Otherwise, I think we're going to go with the other option on that.
Yeah.
What's the entry fee again? $220?
$220.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
$220.
Yeah. Obviously, TPC has always been a staple. Short Bowl this year, obviously new machines, new certification. I think it's playing good.
I think pinfall is definitely better. I think it's definitely better for all shots. I don't think that it's. I think with the new machines, I don't think it's been detrimental to the harder ball speeds, but it has definitely been beneficial to the slower ball speeds, like dramatically better for the slower.
I had a lady with a 140 average one corner spur six bagger last night, and it was crazy good. But I mean, like I think it's for everybody. Like Dexter said, I mean, I think the only people I've seen struggle are the Bombers, but. But too soon 0-4. But I think the scoring's there. I think if I can shoot 980 for a triple, anybody can. So I think scores are there. Kerry played off really well, like I said, thick and thin. As long as you finish your shots, and it'll be fine. Like,
yeah.
I have a lot of confidence in the center right now in that. It's going to probably be the same normal. I don't know. I'm not going to pick a cut number. I don't remember what last year was.
Oh, frick. I don't know. I don't remember.
Let me pull it up here. I saved it on the website here. There we go. Cut was 40 was 21.59. Right, and 21.20, 22.20 was the other one. So, yeah, so 21.59, 269 average. I don't think that's unreasonable. I think it'd be about the same.
Yeah, I got a feeling it'll be about the same as well.
Yeah, 138 bowlers last year, so. Yeah, you can probably see pretty close to the same.
And honestly, 138 bowlers is probably where we'll end up. 138, 145. We're in that 2-week period where we're gonna have those people drop.
Yeah.
So, I think it'd be pretty consistent. I just think we might see more ladies get in the cut line.
There you go.
Which would be great.
Yeah, for sure. And then my follow-up question to all this is, like, I know it's a burning question with the TPC every year, but like, has the membership lounge opened up yet, or is that still a no?
No.
I keep trying.
I mean, it's pretty much open. I think everybody should be a member, really. Anyway,
you know what? Members lounge will open up when we can wear hats on tour finals.
Oh, hey! Now that Alberta 5 has opened that door, it's probably not far behind.
I'm just saying.
What if I give you the personal guarantee right now? Will we have a membership lounge by TPC?
I will find a spot for a members lounge. Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
Let me run that by the board.
We'll petition off the banquet room. The front half will be for the pots, and then the whole back half we can have. I'll set up another TV. Maybe we'll even bring in an Xbox.
Oh,
I don't trust anybody with anything.
Look, no one's gonna screw with our shit.
Yeah.
You let random people stay at your house, Tim, and you're worried about somebody just having a lounge spot in your bowling center?
Yeah,
this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be any worse than that one year we had at TPC where the drunk dudes ran down the lanes, threw a ball down down lane 15 to the consolation, and then ran out the back door.
Sounds a good time at the TPC. Oh, hey, little Wii Sports in the members lounge.
Christian, your broken body probably can't even play Wii Sports.
I thought he's fixed now. I thought he was bowling.
I bet you 2 swings of Tiger Woods golf on the Wii will snap his elbow.
Oh man. Well, I am looking forward to TPC. Obviously, it's so funny, like thinking that a year ago I won the event, not thinking I'd ever win TPC. And I can't even look at it as like, oh, I'm going in defending, because literally anybody at any time in 5-pin bowling can win. So like, it's not really a defense. It's like, I'm just hoping to make the cut again.
Yeah,
it's true though.
But that's the attitude to have. That is truly the attitude to have.
Yeah, so right? Crazy.
Yeah.
Tim alluded to it, but we might as well bring it up. Look at the standings. What's going on in the standings here for the 5PL? We have some weird ones.
Yeah, everything looks like all right in the world over there on our division over there.
Yeah, that's
like that looks about right.
And we're only saying that because we're close to the top.
Yeah. Is that tied for the highest win percentage? Yeah, I think it is.
In that division, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the Lumberjacks, though. Are they finally reaching their potential?
100%. Yeah.
You knew it had to happen eventually.
Sorry, Kevin. Yeah, we do see that. You guys just had a slow start. You guys will bounce back. I have no doubt in the Thunder.
Yeah, that's what you're only like what 18% of the way. You got lots of time.
Two games in.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
You know what's crazy though? If you look at it, like what's the Bombers' win percentage right now?
It is 0.219.
Honestly, average pros not even playing had almost the same one.
The average pros have the same as the Misfits, Tim.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I have nothing with the Misfits, so
they had a rough start. They only got one game in, and they took a big goose egg on that one.
How about that tie though, this weekend?
Yeah, 4-4.
Yeah. Maniacs.
Who was that?
It was Maniacs and Rebels, I think.
Yeah, that's correct.
What are you laughing at?
Just you both blanked. Like obviously, like I wasn't paying attention. I was in Vegas. I was not paying attention to that at all. But like just the silence. Oh, what about that tie? Yeah, who was it? I don't know, but what about it?
I was like, how fast can I pull up the graphic?
Yeah. I gotta say, like, we played Pinsanity. I think Pinsanity is going to surprise some people this year. Their team is like
improved.
They have improved, absolutely.
I honestly don't think it's. I don't think it's even from Shane joining the team.
Shane Perry.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. There's some of the people on the team have vastly improved, and I think just a couple extra competitive things. Like I thought Trey Wedge has been really good this year. You watch him the last couple times. Trey's been very good as well, right? So you mix that in with, the rest of the team. All of a sudden, you have 4 or 5 guys on that team that can play, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and only half the teams have played through 4 weeks, so obviously lots of shuffling still to come, but it's kind of neat to see the teams that got a few games in already and where they're stacking up. Like the Maniacs are playing well, Lumberjacks I would play well, Avalanche are off to a hot start. The Rebels are doing good on that side, and then you got Next Gen doing Next Gen things. We've got off to a good start this year, and then the Kingpins are off to a good start as well, right? And Revengers, they got 13 points, but they're 4 games in, so a little skewed at the moment, but kind of a weird split going on right now between the top of the division, the bottom of the division so far. But like I said, only 4 games in max, so that'll change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just excited. We got off to 2 wins instead of a 1-1.
We've been so bad at that
so
too.
Nice.
Yeah.
So nice. And they were good matches. And Carnage played great. Carnage played good. It's the way bowling is.
Mm-hmm. Well, what else do you guys want to talk about?
I don't know.
There's no Pro League this weekend, right?
There is.
Oh, there is. Okay,
just the Schwartz division is playing.
So, which teams are playing for this?
That's a great question, Dax.
Actually, that worked out in our favor too, didn't it? Mitchie gets to do it probably then.
Yeah, Mitch Ryu is running the show. There is a schedule on the website now, so people can go see.
That'll be good.
November. So it is Mayhem, Avalanche, the Rebels, and the Average Pros are playing this week.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think we're at season 5 of this.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's totally cool. I'm sorry, I the schedule, that's awesome.
The first time you've seen it?
Yeah, obviously you haven't gone through all of it, right?
No, I only have to the 3rd week of November. But yeah,
that's excellent. Good job.
Yeah, I think that's really cool because she watches it religiously, right? And she's like, "Who's playing?" And I just looked at numbers, Robert. Like, I don't know who's playing who, right? And she's like, "Well, how don't you know?" Well, I don't know. Let me go on my phone and figure it out for you.
You know what? Even back to TPC. When we have TPC, people ask me, "How are people doing?" I'm like, "I got no clue." Yeah. Like I have no idea. Numbers go in, numbers go out. Like that's it. Like.
Yeah. Obviously, huge congrats to Tim and Robert putting the schedule together this year. It was a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like it went a little bit smoother than a few other years.
It went good until like the last week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was probably because you didn't have to deal with Tim swearing because it was Robert swearing with Tim.
Yeah, Robert was everything Robert complained about, he understood this year.
Now that Robert sold Statler, I don't get him calling me all the time swearing. So it's really peaceful, truthfully.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Can you believe that white guy's sitting on a beach in Greece right now?
Yeah.
For another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will be the Kentucky Fried Chicken skin. He will be that afterwards. He's gonna be burnt for sure.
When is he?
And
back?
I guarantee he's not gonna drink anything at TPC when he shows up. He'd be so fucking hung.
He's supposed to be at TPC. So
Saturday he said he'd be there. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy though. The one thing I say about the schedules, I guess we can talk about a little bit was we're fortunate out here that we already know the schedules with Alberta. I mean, all the associations have them set early. And then obviously some other associations are a little bit later. So we do understand why some have to last minute make changes and whatnot. They base it off of last year and all of a sudden something happened and changes, right? So we as 5P Universe can't tell the other association out there to get it done by a certain time. We go with what they have done when they have it done by. So unfortunately, it is just what it is.
The thing about these associations taking a little bit longer, they just have pissy bowlers because they want to get their pro league schedule figured out.
Yes,
right. That's right. Win-win all around.
Yeah.
Get it done.
But yeah. Well, I think we'll wrap podcast 227 up. Thanks everybody for tuning in and good luck if you're playing Masters this week. I think some people played Masters last weekend across the country. I know there's some playing this weekend. Masters is now in session.
Yeah. Good luck, everybody.
Go kill it. And next week is us as well, isn't it? We have one more podcast.
Unless something happens with.
Unless something happens.
Yeah, with the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You guys have a good night.
Peace.
Peace, guys.
I'll end it, everybody. See ya, Carrie.